It's time. Action time. Let's go. How you doing, guys? How you guys doing? Everybody chilling. There you go. What do you guys think about my new intro? Yeah, Tayo did some good job. Tayo did some good job also. Otherwise, wouldn't be able. Okay. Let's go. Let me put here the sound better here. There you go. Let me stand. Intro debut today, huh? Nice. Pam 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 pam. I was here in the desert. Man, that's far. What the fuck? I guess we go straight, I think, yeah.
Let me treat you. I need to drink.
Pow pow pow. Pow pow pow.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull this.
Thank you. What you got here?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream.
Can I go to the
Before
like? No. All right.
canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl.
Yeah, maybe I have to travel from that direction, not from there. Bird.
Why is the tavern shut?
Yeah. Looks far, but sometimes it's not that far. How do you? Down. Easy. Easy peasy. In the middle of the desert. Wait a minute. Okay. I think we are good. We are good. Destiny nearby.
I'll take it from here.
You must trust Uncle.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Business. Business.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere,
Judy.
no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill
Hey.
them both.
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up! My turn!
More enemies. Oh, Chocobo. Done. I didn't want to fight the Chocobo.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so
What's
I
so
must
funny
do the
about
same.
Clive?
Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Alright.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisa
Oh,
Gelis.
pretty.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Let's go! Follow the crystals. Done. Travel time? Yeah. No? Okay, no. On foot again.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
What are you hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
I suppose it's this way, no?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lantern!
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make a way fast.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
The plan is fight. Fight.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Now we can press on.
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking
Let
your
me see.
fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous Elam wars they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on
come
drinks
on,
and
talk too
fancies
much.
and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains
I'm
with a
gonna sneeze.
grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people won't do.
Alright, good. Let's keep on moving. We got a game to finish. Don't know when. What we do? The jaw. Pretty.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the Twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
He knows what he wants.
Just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
What? Alright.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
Good boy.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Koopa, koopa. Alright. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. It's time. yeah. The food!
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, wench!
The hell?
Kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant.
Gee.
Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
What the hell? That little move. Bling.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Revenge, you say?
What must I do?
Ah.
Please, I'll do anything. Just
First compose yourself.
me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
What?
Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love.
This dude, something else.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Follow the light.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
What the hell? Drake's Fang. Oi. What the? Fudge. Ew.
Orcs. Did the Royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness. Into the darkness.
Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Let's just kick their asses.
They've spotted us.
Then
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
we good. We good, man. You have no chance, man. Thank you. Okay, where now to go? Over there? supposed to do something here? Ah.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
Where are you? Stop it. New enemy. Done. Nice. All right. Nothing else here?
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs.
I didn't like stairs.
This must be the way out.
Pam, pam, pam. All right, let's go, buddy. Oh, okay, this one is bigger. We got it.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did we get in here? Nice try.
move.
That's better.
Done. Was a bit stronger this one. Was a bit stronger.
By the flames.
By the flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough.
Oh, potions.
He had to build his castle in it.
That means big fight. Another potion. Yeah. Shit is about to go down. Hello.
Let the trial begin.
Oh my god. Right now at this moment. Give me 1 second, Deep. Okay, I'm back. Oh dude, come on.
With me, Tom.
The fuck? Okay, not like this. Oh yeah, it's already too hard. No more color, no more color.
It's over.
Done. Don't get spoilers, Tayo. Don't get spoilers. The Undertaker. The Undertaker. Ah. This one looks cool.
Seems we're expected.
So this
I
is the
debuted to
power of
the intro
Muthos.
today, Tayo. The intro that you made. Debuted today.
Did the orcs do this too?
I don't know, man. Let me search for things here. I push.
More of them.
Come here.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Bravery. Okay. And there's so much thing going on. This one here. Done.
First orcs, now these nightmares.
Nightmare.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
Okay, this one is tall. Dude. Ah, this dude is not playing. Man. Shit. This way. This way. Or not. Why the camera? Hey. Hey.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Okay. Oh, wow.
But where did you go? The heart.
The heart.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it.
You jump.
Come on, Toggle.
Potion. What can we upgrade here? Oh. The Wicked Wheel. What can we do here? Storm. Okay. This is the one I want, yeah. Still not enough. Boy,
Just what I
already. Bada boom.
Well done.
Come on. Jeez. Money, 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 money.
Over here!
Level up! Level up!
That better be the last of them.
It never is.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much.
Damn.
Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Well, that's a good question. Oh.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
What?
I'll kill you, Roscoe!
He's like, dude, I'm right here.
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Holy shit. Here you go. Okay, he's big. Kinda bigger than us. shit.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Ah. Okay, this one is big. Right. Okay.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
But nice. Done. The hell?
What the hell has he done?
I don't know, man. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, man. shit. What the hell, man?
To help me. It's too. I'm coming, Kuka.
Holy shit, what the hell is going on here? I don't know, but I like it. What the fuck? Okay, this is really cool, man. Man, this is gonna take ages. my dude. What now? Ah, forgot that thing, man. Shit, man. Dude. Come on. Come here, down. I was not hitting on the right spot. Oh, dude, come on, man. Get the hell out of over there, man. Just too slow jumping. Nice. All right. Okay. All right. You're mine. Come. More garlic gum.
One last time.
Oh, am I doing stuff? Holy shit. What is this? Is this slow? Holy! What's going on, man?
Let's up you though.
Yo, what? This was something else. This is over. getting tired. Oh my dude, I'm gonna die. I also can. Oh yeah. Like, that's my move, goddammit. Finally, man. My hands, they hurt. Ugh. Gee, my god. What a crazy fight. Done.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
I think we're good now.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
The Almighty!
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
From stone to sand. Good fight. Long as fudge, but good fight.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? What the hell?
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
My last resort.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, The sight of him gives them hope.
This guy reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. Don't know who.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Okay. Now he's sad, man. What he's going to do? Going for booze? I know, he's just carrying stuff. I thought he was grabbing a drink.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Welcome.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this?
Nani?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Chill.
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Look at what you've done to the flower, man.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Yo!
What is it now?
Look,
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
But I'm not. I'm not.
Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage. I have a tale to tell you.
Once upon a time. Story time, let's go. There was once a phoenix, and the fire burns. He fight a dragon, and the dragon was his brother. And shit went down. That was a seal for a moment. It was the dog. Ow, ow, ow. Oh.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 boards, 8
Banner. Going up.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard of it?
Otto.
Clive, you're back. I
Yes, who's back? Back.
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto.
Team is back.
Any word on the royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the
Story
bigger
time now.
picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian ally.
Single ship. For a moment,
Meanwhile, the
I
blight
thought that was like a
ravages
single ship.
great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda Standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are...
I'm only human after all.
At heart.
I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
Very well.
Don't put your blame on me. Some people na. And some people na. Can I go from here?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
What?
It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Kupka
is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good.
For now.
Start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
What you got new?
Don't just stand there gawping.
What
Coin
you
purse
got?
weighing you down.
Ah. Have that one, but the other is lower. Nah, I'm gonna just craft. Okay. This one is a bit better, I guess. Yeah. Ow. The first one. Meant here was once a main item. Okay, everything goes up, so
It is better I'll be here.
Also new here. Okay, no. No. Okay, that's it.
Is that all?
You don't have anything else? What do you want? Hello, buddy.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I'm busy. He's always busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning. Under a new
We shall hope so.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Yo, but Craft? What about crafting?
So, will it be?
Oh, wait a minute. I like this one. This one looks kind of cool. Let me see what I have equipped. No. Okay. Platinum sword 220.
Clive. So, will it be?
This one. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. Oh, wow. Choose wisely, movie. 24. Diamond sword. Ah, but I need the.
Don't waste my time. You ain't
Freaking
got the stuff.
bone. But for the first one, I can, yeah. Alright. This one. And I'm gonna go for this one.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, take care. Take care. Continue your good work.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No.
I try.
To share mine, actually.
I'm gonna share this.
Kuka is dead.
I know it's a surprise, but I'm gonna share my knowledge.
Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Now Clive would be like, nah, Bazinga. He's right here. He's having lunch with us.
These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right.
Put away your things, boy.
Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
It's a new day. It's a new
Wait
dawn.
to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt
Twice.
that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Keep on keeping on. Is this the...
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Excuse me?
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Spreading the word. Cutscene.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully.
Well, now I trust you guys will tell also. Because I have stuff to do.
You should tell him.
You're
God
right.
damn it.
I should.
God damn it.
And I will.
By the flames!
When you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Bum, bum, bum. They keep make me go around and around. That's the best. Way to go, no. Bum, bum. Am I going to the... yeah. Just making sure.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
When was the... God damn it.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Alright.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest
The
ship
best
the
of
world
the
has
best.
ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were
Good
hoping
old
you'd say that.
Clive.
First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Makes sense.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Here we go again. Back and forth.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sup? Sup, sup? This is like the only thing that I don't like much. Sometimes they just stop
Blackthorn.
all that action.
Can I ask a
and
favor?
just to do these little quests.
It's for Mid.
Going around and around and
This is
around,
my
talking
last
with
chance if I'm
everyone.
otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats.
What?
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help.
Of course.
Grab an auto in here, will you?
Right.
I already talked with all of them. Now I have to talk again for new stuff. Ah, okay. At least they fast forward a little bit.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well,
let's buy.
We'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these 2 lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, yeah. Come on, yeah.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from
All
Blackthorn's
right.
supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Map time. Okay. Right. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, back here again. Now for shopping. Let me see. Yeah. Exactly.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Sup?
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
I'm here, Gav. Let's go.
Never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Now the hell? Okay. I guess it's this way. No? Yeah.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like sand to me.
Thank you. Yeah, there is more somewhere. Oh, buddy, sorry. Come here, buddy. God damn it. I wanted to pet you. Cannot do it. He's stuck. Where is the other one? Maybe on top? There you go. Good boy.
Fetch! That'll feel good, boy.
Good boy. Good boy. More Stardust? Okay, I think it just... Around this area is not specific for them.
That should be enough for now.
I want to go to the water.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
That's torture.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
It's the best of the best.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Here, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only because you keep sending me there.
So
I know I can
what is
count
this
on you, Gav.
talk about it?
Likewise.
Just sharing some thoughts. That's it.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
All right.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Let's go back. Ba-da-dum.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
It is. It is.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
The way? Yeah.
Mid hasn't been a usual self.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name? Right.
She's
Sid,
right here.
Is this about the helm?
You could just scream and say, "Hey, come over here, let's talk." But no, I have to
I'll
walk
show you the plans
to her.
then. Here you see the
I have to talk
Mithril
with her.
engine, in which Mithril is
Super
burned
close.
to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on, in other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Kaboom.
This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of... Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
Yeah, chill,
Mid
chill.
said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
All the way to here. Okay, can we go this way here? Is that a... No, it's not. No, 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 that's not where I wanna go. Or is it? No, it's not. Where's the little path that appears over there? This way here? Yeah. Man, this... Gotta be here? Yeah, okay. We good, we good, we good. Valley. What is this? Money.
Get him! Over here! Go for him! Farewell!
Farewell.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
No worries.
Of course. I'll be right back.
Give me 2 minutes.
Anybody home?
Oh, another dude like this one.
Must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Over here! Over here!
Okay, we just need to.
Nice boy.
Get him! Go for him! Get him! This one! Go for him! Over here! This one! Get him! Go for him! Get him!
Chill.
There's this one. Sick him. Go for it. Over here. Get him.
Oh, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Go for it. Now, Torgal. This one. Go for it.
We got it.
Farewell.
Done. No luck. How you doing, man? It's going well. It's going well. Today we had a big fight against Ugo Koopa. Kicked his ass, man. I kicked his ass. Barely, but I did it. How you doing, man?
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank
Where's
goodness
Sid?
you're safe.
Ah, yeah.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
But
Indeed.
he still lives.
Don't let us.
In a way.
We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
But yeah, I was not expecting
I'll let Mid
He
know you're
died
on your
just
way.
right there, man. I thought he was going to be with us until the end, but now, yeah, it makes sense because he's getting all the powers. Are you enjoying the game, Nolak? Now, after all that action, he's a bit more chill. I am doing it. Yeah, the side quests. I'm not doing it. I'm just focused on the stories. I think I did like one, and then I was like, okay, no. I'm just gonna focus on the story. Otherwise, I'm gonna just never gonna finish this. Yeah, I'm enjoying really the main story so far. And the battles, man. Some battles, you're gonna see the battle against Hugo. That was something else. I was not expecting that type of battle. And that vibe with the music and the way the characters were fighting, that I don't think I ever played something like that. Like on Final Fantasy. Never played many, but the ones I played, I never seen a battle like that.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
It was crazy.
If I don't come up with something soon.
And the cinematics was something else. Ah man, I wanted to talk with her on the other side.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Another job well done.
They are. They have their moments. They have their moments.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
Let me just.
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze.
I'm gonna play
Which
some
is
more.
why you need proper shielding. A prism for the
All
dragon's
right, Noah.
breath that's blazing away inside.
Thank you so much for passing
Thought
by.
a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or
I'm
more
gonna
of
give
the
you
stuff that
a
the
shout
Fallen
out
use,
to
but
Nolak.
they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is.
Why is
Add any
that?
more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well,
What?
I'd thought of that, obviously.
Why is that working?
I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Why is that working? My shadow.
Right away.
Since yesterday I was not. Why is not working my shout out? Let me try again.
This is content.
Ah, there you go.
No, this can't happen. This motherfucker. Alright, well, I'm gonna
Become Ifrit by the flames! Thank you so much, Nolak, for passing by, man. Have a good time playing it. Thank you so much, man. No worries, man. I appreciate you passing by here. And everyone that just joins, even if it's just for lurk, I appreciate. Thank you so much, guys. Have fun, Nolak. Have fun. All right. Ba-da-dun. Can I go this way here? What's the best way to go? It doesn't really matter.
Editors started reading books that don't have any
Books that doesn't have any pictures. It's crazy.
I went up to give some greens.
Speak to the eyes. I'm back. I'm back. Wise man.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Nice.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
No
She
idea.
has some specific requirements for the materials.
I know if the water goes there, it explodes, and is
extreme heat on the inside.
and we are fucked up.
And the elements
That's what I
cool
know.
enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch.
Boh.
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons
Moon
killed the
dew.
worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends.
Okay.
The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So, the plan.
So you need a hand, do you?
So,
I do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
come on,
I could do with some help.
don't start the conversations like that.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Now talk with him again.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your
Oh,
excursion?
of course I'm gonna... This guy is crazy, man. Of course I'm gonna choose Jill. You want me to get in trouble? What the hell?
Very well.
This guy is crazy, man.
What do we need to find?
He's trying to send me
I've taken the liberty
a
of
trap.
preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts.
Ah,
Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
Until then. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Okay. Do you want me to fall in the trap?
Where's Jill?
What?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Are those Pepio nuts? I can never tell.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
The ones
We can move
she has
together.
trouble to find out. She gives it to me. She started with, oh, by pepper nuts. Can't really tell which are they. What about you? You find the pepper nuts.
Fresh cuts.
Smart.
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
One garlic.
I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Of course. Especially if it's to spend money.
There's talk at the club.
Buy, sell, or be gone. If that's what you want.
I'm gonna buy a high potion.
And if that's what you want.
There you go. Cool.
Take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
Of course.
I did. Here.
Here. Pepper nuts. I wanted to make a joke, but I controlled myself.
And Pepio nuts. Perfect.
But I think
Now,
you
all
guys
that remains is for Hop
know what type of
to
joke
somehow turn all
was it.
this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Oh.
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Sheesh.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Said no.
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
Like spy.
And I see some bread.
Oh my god.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right.
I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Not yet. Oh?
Well, I suppose we best be getting back.
I suppose.
I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Come on. And with that I have to go soon also. All the way here.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks
Very
in no
well
small
indeed,
part
sir.
for your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have.
Whatever that means,
What about
I'm
the
sure you
shielding
have.
itself? Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive?
Yes?
Thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Oh.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Oh.
I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Quest complete. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
And after that, I shall go. What is that? Oh. Excuse me, I'm going this way. Mid.
Might need some help.
Come on, you need to stop saying that. I already know that. Every time I pass, I think Mid needs some help. I think Mid needs some help. God damn it.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
Chill a little bit, man. I'm doing the best I can.
Speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
That's what I feel like.
Better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Back and forth.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Oh. Sometime later. Ta-da. Let's go.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone.
It was nothing. It was just 1 hour.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry.
Shit.
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get...
So funny. It's so funny.
Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
And I gotta go, my people. Let's just speak with her.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But
One
now
opportunity.
she's so close to being finished.
She's ever wanted. What
I
moment?
don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling
Last
to
chance.
if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I see.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. We do that next time. Alright, my people. That's it for today. Tomorrow, I hope I'll be back. Play again. I want to play tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on the mood and the energy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining here. And also did some lurk. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. See ya.